Fuck. Yaku thought as he stood still at the end of his stairs looking at Lev, who stood beside his mom at the doorway. He was serious. Seriously? Yaku looked at his mom, who pampered Lev with the widest smile he'd never seen before. Yaku-san. Aka-san agreed. What mess did he enter this time? Flashback. At the locker room. Yaku-san. My parents wants to meet you. Will you please come tomorrow? Next year? Lev. But Mori, my love. Mori, my love. Ah. Those words. The words Yaku cannot bear to hear. It's too sweet for him. It's the holidays, Levy. How would I meet your parents on a holiday? You'd have to be patient. What about on New Year, Yaku-san? New Year, full stop. He must be joking. That's New Year, a day before the New Year. Why would he waste his time meeting Lev's family rather than being with his own for New Year? Full stop. It won't actually be a waste of time, and he'd like to meet his family. But what about his mom? She'd be lonely. Oh wait, she's visiting grandma. Yaku. Yaku blinked, seeing Lev holding his shoulder in front of him with disdain of worry visible in his face. Yaku immediately kicked Lev's knee, earning a grunt from the tall man. Yaku-san. Too close. Yaku-san. Did you hit me so you could reach me and kiss me? Lev joked. But those words added more fuel to the fire. Next thing he knew, a loud yell echoed from the whole gym. End of flashback. Yaku remained still, looking at Lev, who just took off his winter cap and huffed, smiling before he bowed at Yaku's mother and smiled softly at him. That smile. That damn smile. A smile he loves too much. Yaku shook his head as he blushed. Mom. He turned to his mom. You can go, darling. Yaku's mom smiled happily as she tailed and pampered Lev all the way to the couch. But Ma. He was cut off where his mom gave him a death glare, earning a laugh from the taller man. Whenever you're ready, Mori, my love. Yaku blushed, taking off his house slippers as he threw it at Lev, all flustered. Luckily, Lev moved his head just in time, smiling at his boyfriend's reaction. God, I think I'm falling in love with him over and over again. Yaku sat behind his closed room's door, blushing as he looked around. He didn't even know where to start. I need to pack. For what? For where? What would I wear? What if they don't like me? Terrible questions rises in his mind. He didn't plan anything for this day, just that he'll be spending New Year with his mom while with a perfectly handsome boy. No, now he's meeting his parents, his family, on New Year's. Fuck. Knock knock. Yaku-san. Lev. Yaku quickly opened the door. I'm so frustrated. I don't know what to do, where to start, where to put this. Where do I even put this? What do I wear? What do I need to wear? What if they hate me? What if I? Yaku felt a hand on both of his shoulder. Yaku-san, it'll be fine. You don't have to worry about anything. You can start with packing, wear something comfortable, and my parents will like you. Yaku looked at Lev, a soft smile forming at his face as he stepped closer to give Lev a hug. I thought you were just joking. I didn't prepare for anything. Would you like me to help you, Yaku-san? Horizontal ellipsis. Please. Lev smiled softly as he looked down at Yaku. For once, Yaku wasn't yelling his lungs out, cursing him for God knows what he did. Yes, he's falling in love again. Yaku stood outside of Lev's house, happy, sad, excited, horrified, petrified. He didn't know what to feel. It was like a string of emotions was flowing through him while Lev tried his best to coax Yaku. Lev opened the door, getting met at the foyer with 3 pair of shoes, a big Christmas tree besides the wall, and a round of laughter echoing inside the house. They've been waiting for you. Yaku didn't move. He felt like he was gonna puke every second he tried to take a step. It was like his mind was controlling his body. He hated it. The only thing that got him walking was Lev's constant reassurances. What if they don't? LevYaku. Alyssa bursts inside the foyer holding a bunch of gift bags as she stood at the front door. Gasp. Yaku. Alyssa immediately dropped the gift bags as she didn't bother taking off her shoes to hug Yaku. The loud commotion was heard by their parents. Alyssa-san, it's been so long, Yaku. Lev wasn't joking when he said you'll spend New Year with us. Ah, welcome home, Alyssa-san. Lev, Alyssa, welcome. Their mother peeked from the living room door. Oh my, are you Yaku? Yes, mom. Come inside. I've heard so much about you, Morisuke. Their mom then happily escorted Yaku inside. leaving the siblings dumbfounded. She didn't even greet us properly. At the living room. Fuck. Yaku stared blankly at the family who were bombarding him with questions, Lev blushing besides him as Alisa teased him about it, their parents speaking Russian to talk to the two. But maybe this isn't so bad after all. The atmosphere here is so warm, so comforting. Yeah, I could get used to this. He looked up at Lev, smiling as the taller man blushed. You have the prettiest smile I've ever seen, Yaku-san. Eh, what? Oh, haha. But yeah, I'm comfortable. I could get used to this. Yaku smiled as he happily joined them in their talks. After dinner, Lev took Yaku's hand and intertwined it with his, looking at him as Yaku laid his head on his shoulder. Yaku-san, I can tell that the environment here is to your liking. How did you know? You've been smiling a lot, and you got along so easily with my mom. So you're observant. When it comes to you, of course. I admit, I was nervous when I came here. I thought your parents wouldn't like me because, well, I'm the same gender as you, not to mention not that handsome to fit in your Russian standards, but seeing them warm up to me, I felt happier than ever. I felt so comfortable being in a room full of people I barely know that accepted me in their family. Yaku looks up at him. I never thought we'd go this far, Lev. I told you, you had nothing to worry about. The first time I told them about you they were so happy they basically shrugged the part where I said you were a boy. My dad might seem like someone who doesn't really care, but he was the one who suggested to meet this fine man. Attractive or not, I'll love you with all my heart, Yaku-san. Even if I'm not that smart, I'll do my best to make you the proudest you've ever been to me. I'm already proud of you. Shit, why am I feeling so warm? Really, will you marry me now? We could buy our own house. Get as many cats as you want then when we. Lev, you idiot. Now there's my Yaku. We're still in high school. We just started dating a month ago and you're already planning for marriage. But haha, Yaku-san. I understand now. I'm in trouble. Oh Lev, what have you done to me? Dart maybe someday. You're such a good boy. Morisu-kun, Mrs. Haber said as she smiled while helping Yaku wash the dishes. Unlike someone over there, she glared at Lev who sat at the couch. Now tell me, Morisu-kun, what did you think about our Lyavochka? Don't be shy, just be honest. I won't tell anyone. Smiling face. Lev is very handsome, not so excelled in many things but he always tries his best. Oh, he got that from me. Smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks. But he is also very stupid. Oh, he got that from his father, and it bothers me so much that side of him is the reason why I fell for him. Smiling face holding back tears. Please don't tell anyone I said that. Yaku squirmed around as he turned red all over his face. You know, Morisuk, we may have a lot in common. We fell in love with someone stupidly handsome. I'll help you dry those. Thank you, Mrs. Haber. Call me Mom. I welcome you to our family, Morisu-kun. Yaku blushed as he looked at Mrs. Haber lovingly. Of course. So, who confessed first? They sat on the dining table while Lev, Alisa, and Mr. Haber was in the living room. Lev did. Mom. Oh, it just randomly came out when we had an argument. It was when a girl in the same class as him confessed to me. I didn't return any feelings, but he was bitter and it led to an argument. He avoided me for when was it? A few weeks because he thought I hated him. When I asked to talk to him with the help of our teammates, it just came out of his mouth. Oh, how did you respond to that? Being the usual me, I never really knew how to express my feelings, so I called him out for being so stupid. At the time, I was still processing what he said. My response took so long that he immediately ran out. I took the whole night thinking about it because I was still in denial that he actually liked me. Then the realization hit me so suddenly. Yaku blushed as he saw that Mrs. Haber was so invested. I mean, Lev is my Kalhei. I always yelled at him and I was always angry hitting him with our random things. I hated his talent. I hated how he couldn't block and receive properly and the way he'd smile at me warmly, the way he was so carefree, the way he kept making jokes whenever we're feeling sad. The way he wipes his sweat off. I adore him way more than I could admit. Going back to what I said earlier, Morisu-kun, we both fell in love with the backer. It's so nice knowing that our Lev has found someone who loves him the way he loves them. Our doors will always be open for you, Morisuk. Please don't tell him anything. Mrs. Haber smiled warmly at him as he reached to caress his cheek. My lips are sealed, smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks. Pulsating heart. Yaku-san. Lev approached Yaku, who was looking at the dark night sky. Yaku turns around before smiling at him. I'm glad I agreed to come with you. Yaku gave him the sweetest smile, a smile Lev wanted to print out and imprint it on every corner of his room and his heart. I told you they'll like you. Lev went beside Yaku as he placed a hand on his waist. Thank you, Lev. The rest of his family, Alisa, Mrs. Haber, and Mr. Haber then joined them in the balcony. Fireworks are starting. New Year in 5 minutes. The countdown started. Yaku felt happier than ever. Being with Lev, he felt like the luckiest person alive. 5, 4, 4, 2, 1. Happy New Year. They then erupted with laughters and screams as Lev looked down at Yaku. Happy New Year, Mori. Happy New Year, Lev. Finn.